Hi everyone, welcome back to another Open with me, and this one is for Simply Knitting, and this is triple gift bundle. Free the Knitter Mag worth $7.99, Christmas Cuties pattern book plus knit your own nativity, winter wonder kit, and win big book giveaway, the knitter, Christmas Cuties, and your triple gift bundle, which is a download only. Best knits for Christmas, modern zigzags, cozy shawl collar, lace sleeves. It's a family affair. Celebrate with fun intarsia and the squishiest yarn, seasonal stash busters, plus more inside. Expertly answered questions, 20 festive jumper patterns to buy. How to knit your own nativity, new sparkly yarns reviewed. And there we go. You can knit this wonderful pullover in sizes 6 to 36. Now those are the UK sizes. So that is different for the US. But I think that when you have people that say, oh, I'm a size 6. For us guys, I think that means you're something like a 10. I know we sound, if you were in England, you'd sound fatter than you are, that's for sure. So there we go. We've got the knitter. That's quite a big, thick, chunky booklet. We've got Christmas Cuties and we've got Simply Knitting. Okay, we'll start with the magazine and we'll come to the free gifts after. So there looks like we've got a real bumper issue and stuff to get through. So we've got the best knits for Christmas, 35 must knit patterns, modern zigzags and all that stuff. This is exactly the same as on the front page, but we've got festive feet and cozy toes. Now that's cool, isn't it? So let's get in. We've got hello, starting your Christmas planning with a jolly knit on your needles. Right then, so we've got lots in here. We've got this man's pullover. Well, I can remember my dad wearing those, you know. And, well, just about every man I knew. That's quite a nice Christmas cowl. We've got a jumper that's nice and plain with lacy sleeves. There's very nice patterns in here. I do like the kids one, although it does remind me of those ski jumpers that we all had when we were young. Yeah. And some boot toppers, a cozy, Christmas stocking, some more pullovers. I like this one. Win your own knit library. Wow. Okay, let's get in. Wish list. Get ready for Santa. I think you have to buy these patterns though. They're not free. And that's just a Red Heart Super Saver advert. Okay, so we've got lots and lots of little editorials. The books that are on offer, or on review. 10,000 knitted hats. That's a lot of hats. And that's $17.99. 10,000 knitted hats. Norwegian jackets and sweaters by Carl Hessners, £24.95. I didn't say, but the other one was Joe Allport. Mini Knits for Christmas by Sue Stratford, and that's only $9.99. But that is a more of a Christmassy special, whereas those are the other two. And the rest are all kind of places to find stuff. So we'll give that a miss. It's lots of little things to read out. Simply Knitting's Guide to February. Wow, February. Learn to knit mittens online course. Well, February. I'm stunned. Whoa. A day out cowl. What's that all about? Already planning knitting projects for 2023. And Colour Magic. If you think cafe, facet, and you think of colour. Well, I don't personally, but that's because I don't know who they are. Never mind. It's a book. It's a bit expensive. It's called The Artist's Eye, and it's £30 at Yale University Press. Widely available from independent bookshops. Okay, so looking out for February and all the things that you can go to in the UK, of course. So we've got knitting, Mosaic knitting in Devon. We've got arm knitting blanket workshop in Worcestershire. Unravel 2023 from Farnham in Surrey. That's not too far from me. Fair old knitting in the Shetlands. So They're Fair Knitting Holidays, so that might be worth it if you fancy going away. That's a pretty pullover, but it's just an advert for yarn. Right, this is a Jingle Juggler. So jingle bells and he's juggling. He's quite sweet though, isn't he? And we've got lots of instructions on how to knit him, but we also have the chart. So if you wanted to use it as a crochet chart or a knitting chart, you can. The Stylecraft Fusion ad, which I did mention on one of my other previous ones, which is a yarn I sell in my shop. And if you haven't found my shop yet, it's www.hobbyrocks.co.uk. There's a big voucher code which lasts all the way up to Christmas Day. You can find it underneath the video, a link to the shop and the voucher code, and there's lots of lovely squishiness in the shop, as well as other stuff like knitting needles, crochet hooks, puzzles, cross stitches, diamond painting, all sorts of stuff. Anyway, let's get cozy. I quite like this cowl by Mary Henderson. I have to keep my wits about me making it though. It does have a chart, which is good, because could you not just turn that into a crochet blanket? Just saying. Knit your own nativity. All the patterns you need. I think, didn't they say you have to download this? Yeah. At www.gathered.how/nativity-download. By stroke, it's one of them. I'll show you what I mean. It's this. So you can linger on that if you want. If you fancy knitting these guys. I love the beard. I do. I actually kind of think that's really sweet. Okie dokie. Stay in touch. We've got letters and your pages and stuff and things that are trending. All at the clangers. My son Mike wanted me to knit or crochet a Sky Moo clanger for Tyler. I had no idea what a Sky Moo looks like, and I couldn't get a good picture of a Sky Moo, so it never happened. Plus, I don't really make toys, but I often think I should. So we've got the bar humbug. I like that because it's bar, and he's the sort of stripes of humbugs. That's pretty cool. That's clever. I like that, and that's nice. When I see these, I always think I should make that. I should make that for Tyler and Harley. So there we go. There's the chart. I love knitting images that represent the natural world. Says Kirk Dunn. Tea for Santa. That's nice, isn't it? I like the little robins and the lights and the bells. It's actually pretty sweet. So we've got lots of charts for this one. Little tea cozy. Adverts. Get Stylecraft yarn bundle when you subscribe to Simply Knitting. Oh my goodness. This is my favourite yarn, I have to say. And it's worth £86. So I think that's well worth the subscription if you like Simply Knitting, because I sell that in my shop. It was one of the new Stylecraft yarns. When I was on holiday, I picked up a ball and I made myself a cowl with it. And I thought, I've got to get some of this. And I also saw the Fusion when I bought when I actually did order it for the shop. And I love both of those new yarns. They are both amazing. But this is phenomenal stuff. So yeah, that's well worth getting that. Knit Pro Holiday Gift Set. Day and night. And there's the boot toppers, I like to call them. I made a hot water bottle cover that is more or less identical to this, and it would really, but you don't wear boots in bed, so it wouldn't really go. Looking for a good yarn, visit your website at handknitting.com, or just simply go to www.hobbyrocks.co.uk and stop plugging the opposition. Anywho, Wonder Knit. Turn traditional Christmas colours on their head with this alternative festive jumper knits by Drops. Well, it is unusual colours. It's the sort of traditional vibe, but let's make it summery. Let's have a sunny Christmas. And if you don't have to, you can do it in the colours you fancy. So this is the big giveaway. Win your own knit library. You could be browsing through the many pages of this whopping book prize from Search Press. So how do you enter? To easily enter via our website, simply visit www.gathered.how/competitions. We've got some more community bits and bobs on that page. And Snow Snuggles. Remember the joy of school being cancelled and spending the day building snowmen. Relive your childhood memories with this while you knit with Amanda Berry. Well, I can remember that, but not so much for me. I remember it when my kids were at school, because we had a few really bad kind of snowy periods, because where we live is quite rural, and all the schools were closed, and we just went and sledged and played on skis and all sorts of real good fun. But I've got some of this sort of yarn, some of this fluffy stuff. You might be interested. I like his little scarf. It's well cute. And his little hat. Look at that. He's good. I like him. Okay, so they're just adverts. And we've got gift subscription page. Right, Woodland Spirit. These simple colourwork flags are quick to knit and will soon use up a wad of yarn from your stash this Christmas by Sophie Jordan. Got a feeling the postman's coming, guys. If I have to pause it, you'll know why. So this is the Rudolph Ready pullover, and it does remind me of all those machine knitted jumpers that we all used to get every year for Christmas from our parents, and they used to have like a row of skiers or a row of reindeers on them, but they were all the rage because everybody, the world and his wife, wanted a knitting machine at the time. And they remind me of it, but I like it though, especially because it's for a child. It's there's the charts. Lend a hand. What's this? A baby winter warmer. I guess it's a hat. Is it a hat? I think that is a hat. Looks a bit like a tea cosy for me. I don't know. It's easy to knit because it's basically squares. We'll move on. Not really sure about that. Our 20 favourite Christmas jumper patterns, and there are rather a lot, and it tells you how to get hold of them on each one. So they're not in here, but they just give you an idea where you can find them. But this winter warmer, you'll love the rugged good looks of this self-striping raglan. Sorry, I got distracted. Raglan sleeve sweater with this comfy shawl collar by Pat Mangini. It is quite nice. I can see Gary wearing that, you know. Out and about, so we've got the what to find and where to find it. Just Simply Sew. That's in Livingston. Woolen Sewing Centre in Broxbourne. Nice. Broxburn, not Broxbourne. And I used to live near Broxbourne. That's nowhere near it. The Thread Counter in Lithgow. And Melena's in Bathgate. We've got the Shop of the Month. Very similar to the other book. Knitting Know-How. Questions of the Month. Going in Circles. Smooth Shaping. So yeah, lots of technical advice just for you. So we've got what? Places where you can find stuff like stitch markers and little trinkets. I like the way they get called notions. I have no idea why they're called that, but cherry on top. This is the Lacy sleeved pullover. Not bad. I don't wear many pullovers because I don't like being too hot, but that's actually not a bad one. And this is what I really like about this magazine. The take a break bit. The Sudoku and the crossword. Showstopper. This is a kind of Fair Isle, I guess you could say. Or Scandinavian. Scandi has been shortened to Scandi in all the books. Scandi Christmas. Showstopper. So there's how to do that. Touch of Sparkle. So we're looking at the sparkle yarns, like we've got Bernat and Signet. We've got Berger de France. We've got Rico, Hobby and Navita. Sparkly yarns are sparkly yarn, aren't they, really? You either like them or you don't. Ocean Waves. Now, this is quite sweet. I like that. It's subtle because it's all the same colour. I quite like it. So that's how you do that one. We've got some socks. Sleepy Stripe socks. They look quite... Well, I was going to say they look nice, but they look quite easy. I've never knitted a sock, so that might be a pretty good one to start with if I ever fancied knitting a sock. So if you wanted to subscribe in the USA, I don't know if you get that yarn. It doesn't say on here, but if you did want to subscribe, there's how to do it. We're saving 70%. Now they've got the how-to bits, abbreviations, and the like. We always get that. Coming up in the next issue, more Christmassy stuff. More of the same. But last bit, stitch of the month is... I'll show you how to make these. And fingerless mittens. Try out double lace rib with Kirsty MacLeod's wrist warmers. Oh, there you go. That was the end. So we've got Christmas Cuties, one of the gifts. 3 festive designs. So we've got the elf. The elf, his name is Ernie. He could be the elf on the shelf. We've got this Pip the Penguin super sweet pudding booties. So they're all in this little supplement. And, oh, he's kind of cute, isn't he? I like his little nose. I like him. I like his everything, actually. His ears. It's like Spock. Sweet treats. We've got Christmas pudding booties. They're really cute. And I love the little penguin. If only I had 99 hours in a day, I could find time to knit and do all these things and crochet toys. So now we've got the knitter. Now this is a serious free gift, this one. Very big. Pfizer Mabatza, a spotlight. 8-page pull-out. New season looks. Gainsy style. Love Fest fibres. Altie Cater. Jacinta Bowie, Georgia Farrell, Sean Brown and Sarah Hatton. And I wonder if this Jacinta Bowie is related to David Bowie. I found out something recently that Zoe Bowie, remember the child Zoe Bowie? He's not Zoe Bowie anymore. He's something like Andrew Jones, and he's a very famous director. I can't say if it's Andrew, I've forgotten his name. Maybe I shouldn't have said it. Anyway, the Knitter issue 181. The Knitter issue 181. Never had 180 of them, so this would be a first, I think. Got lots of jumpers by the looks of it. Lots of styles of sleeve. We've got some socks over here on the left. This looks quite cool, doesn't it? Oh, we've got lots of adverts as well, though. This is called Mirage by Nicola Diggins. A graphic colourwork pattern decorates this neat raglan top, knitted in British wool. Well, obviously, you don't have to make it in British wool. If British wool makes you itch, or any wool makes you itch, you can do it whatever you want. But I like that. That's unusual. Nice and moody, isn't it? And there's the chart. But, yeah, not bad, that. Not bad at all. Juniper Moon Farm advert. The Knitter Love. So we've got little bits and pieces about yarns, but we've got some more books, guys. Traditional Nordic Knits by Joanna Wallin. Don't tell you the price. It does $19.95 because it's at the bottom. And Expression by Sheepies. This is $9.95. It's possibly smaller then. And an Indigo Summer is $14.99 by the University of Wales Press. Touching Memoir by artist Ellie Evelyn Oral. Okay. It explains and explores rather how creativity can be a force for healing. And you know what? That is very true. I read an article about that once. How knitting and crochet, but especially knitting, it lights up the part of the brain that deals with anxiety and worry. So that's why it's very good therapy, because while you're doing it, you can't worry and do all that stuff because your brain is occupied. That part of your brain is already busy. Let's get rid of all the adverts and bits and bobs. Subscribers get the best deal. Save 40% on the shop price. Saving more than £36 on a year's subscription. Special pattern booklet with every issue. Never miss an issue. So basically, this is free. And I guess they make it as well. And they just want us to subscribe to the Knitter. So they're giving us one as a sample. See if we can be lured in. But they do have some really nice patterns. Look at that. Look at the colours used. This blue really makes it pop, doesn't it? It's like autumn colours with pop. I like that. Colour of the mallard, I guess, which is a duck. Elegant lace striped jumper captures the colours of autumn. It really does. That's nice. I like it. That's a good one. Winterberry. Add cosy colour to your outfit with these Fab Fair Isle leg warmers. I do have some leg warmers on my crochet leg warmers. I wonder if they're coming back now. You never know, might be popular. I would have been ahead of my time. So what we got? It's a yarn review of Rowan and Valley yarns. I guess people who are real knitters will know these yarns. I don't so much, because they do actually have yarns that they class as knitting yarns. And this is the pull out. This is why it's not working. Okay, so this is the 4-page pull out, and it's how to make this kind of geometric style kind of pullover. She does like her geometric shapes, doesn't she? Okay, so that is Spotlight by Fazer Mabatza, 8-page pull out. Well, 4-page, both sides. Or efforts. This is the Ariane. Relaxed raglan jumper mixes colours and textures for a bohemian look. There you go. Do you like that one? In green and purple with spots. And what we got here? Symphonies of Colour. This is an innovative designer, Yu Mei Hung. Blurs the boundaries between knitwear and art. You into that? Wave. So here we got, oh, this is unusual. You know, your rib being a bit wavy. That's quite different, isn't it? And it's got to split up the side to allow a little bit of festive cheer. Won't be. It'll just expand with you. Fuck it. Ooh, Rodri. This mosaic pattern sweater for men uses soft wool cashmere blend. Obviously, you can use what you like, but we've got the charts. The Gainsey Impressions by Pat Mencini. This lightweight top combines knit and purl, stitch patterns, and a luxurious silky yarn. That's quite nice, isn't it? I like the way they use plus-size models in these books. Some of them, they're not just, oh, look, here's another skinny twig. Hakia. Isaku Noro design team Hakia. The cosy texture on this classic sweater are knitted in a unique single flock wool. Well, I just have to say, that's my idea of how it's pronounced. Like, it's not kind of readily... It might be right, that's what I'm trying to say. Himalayan Dreams. Jane Sterland meets Britt Marie Aum of Love Fest Fibres, who sources her ethical yarns from Tibet, India and Nepal. Most of us just go down the yarn shop, or we go to www.hobbyrocks.co.uk. But, you know, there are some people who live that kind of lifestyle, aren't there? Sanna Mard Castman. Van Ern. Oh, my goodness. Van Ern. Why can't they just be called Fred or something so I can tell you what they're called? It's just saying. Stop making it so hard for me, people. Anyway, it's nice. Van Ern. I don't know. Charts galore. Oh, Hertha by Sarah Hatton. Now that Sarah Hatton's got no excuse but to call it something like Fred, has she? Because, you know, she's not foreign. Hertha. Socks. Quite nice. Deciphering cable patterns. That might be interesting. Oh, that's nice. I like the cushion. That is quite sweet. I can do cables. I did get taught and I've practiced for a little bit, but didn't do it much. Now, this is a strange little cape thing. This collared cape with chunky cables will make a warming layer for autumn and winter. Fontainebleau by Berger de France wool. Got a little Eiffel Tower or something there. It's not. Looks like the Empire State Building, actually. Digital downloads for these patterns. Just saying, though, you can easily find free ones. Anyway, The Knitter, next month. That's all you're getting. That's all that's in it. obviously abbreviations and abbrevians. I like to combine words occasionally, like you've noticed it a few times, I'm sure, where I read two words together and my eagerness to get through it. Anyway, there we go. That's the Simply Knitting. This particular issue getting more festive. What do you think? Do you like the knitter? Do you like it as a separate entity? Or do you think it's okay sending me this, I'll have one, but it's not for me to buy? What do you think of Simply Knitting? I quite like Simply Knitting. I like the fact that they do puzzles in there. And it reads more like a magazine rather than just a list of makes and stuff like that, which so many magazines are like that. But it actually does read like a magazine, which is something that I quite like. Reminds me of when I was young and I would get my magazines. My poor mother had to buy them all. Hello, can we drop this one? No, I want to keep it. So, yeah, they remind me of the days where I did used to sort of look forward to my weekly magazine coming out. So that's nice, isn't it? But tell me what you like, what you don't like, and I will see you on the next one. So thank you for watching. Bye for now, everyone.